Hi guys. Today is an admin day. I'm usually off on Mondays. That's when I get to do all my administrative stuff. So by that I mean answering emails, DMs, planning contents. This week I'm planning out my book opening, so I'm promoting that like crazy. I just wanted to show you guys what I got to do today. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of footage of me actually creating content and writing emails and all that because I use my phone for making videos and for doing all other things with, so I couldn't film myself doing that. I'll give you a little bit of life update on what has been happening. Come with me to a day in life of a tattoo artist on an admin day. I just wanted to show you guys all these things I had saved on my dining table. It's our Prime Day haul that I had meant to film, but so many things have been happening since then. I don't even remember when Prime Day was. I didn't get a chance to show you everything that we got, so we'll do it real quick. I am so excited to show you everything that we got on Prime Day because I was saving the boxes for this filming and never got around to it. So first we have magic erasers. Got a good deal on that. We have a Great Dane who likes to drool so much, and she'll like shake and all the drools will end up on the walls and ceilings. And we really wanted to get some painting done upstairs in our room, so I forced my husband to get a box of this and erase all Hazel's drool out of the walls. Another thing that we got on Prime Day is this Google TV streamer. Don't really ask me anything about technology because my husband deals with it. I'm like the boomer of our relationship. Basically, it helped our older TV model in our living room go a lot faster. We were also able to add the Peacock app. For some reason, it didn't let us download that there, but after getting this, we were able to. And the remote control comes with voice recognition, so we can search for things by speaking into it instead of typing all these letters. So we like it. The next thing we got from Prime Day, oh my, is Phillips Burstina espresso machine and milk frother. We only had a regular coffee machine, Keurig, but now that we have it, we can make all kinds of fancy coffee drinks. I even made homemade caramel sauce and bought some different flavored syrups. So we can make fancy coffees here instead of spending $67 at Dunkin' or Starbucks, which we have been doing, which is not a good financial choice. But now that we have it, it's all good. I even made homemade caramel sauce to drizzle on top. I usually make a latte using it. It tastes so good. I'm so glad we finally have these machines at home and we will get to save some money going forward. Another thing that we got from the Prime Day deal is this peel and stick kitchen backsplash. It's really nice and it adds a colorful art deco touch to our kitchen. But I was inspired by the Rohirrim in Lord of the Rings and wanted some type of forest green touch to everything. So I'll attach a video of how I install that. We've been living in this house for 9 years, and when we first bought it, it was brand new, built by the builder, where we got to choose different options externally, internally. And since then, we haven't had a chance to really do many home projects inside the house, such as putting up the backsplash, painting around the house. We have been focusing more on the landscape outside, but this year we want to change that. I love how everything turned out. It is so art deco. I can't wait to do more things around the house. Finally, the last thing we got from our Prime Day was this sewing machine. Yay! I really want to be able to sew my own clothes and kind of go back to fashion design that I was super into in high school. I just think being able to sew your own clothes would be so cool. I'm really good at amassing supplies for a new project I want to do, but never actually starting or using them. So you guys have to keep me accountable with this. I'll actually have to book some time to sew some cool things this fall. Now that we got to catch up on what I got from Prime Day, just wanted to share with you what has been keeping me busy for the past week. First of all, I volunteered at our church's summer camp. It's called Vacation Bible Study. It ran for just 1 week, and my daughter was in my group of second graders going into third grade. It was so crazy, but we still had a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed working with kids. It just gives you a different perspective of different personalities, behaviors, friendships, and so on. And it was quite relevant for me because I'm going through stuff with some people in my life. I have recently been feeling quite isolated from some of the people in my closest group of friends, and I'm not sure if I'm the problem or if that's just the nature of adult friendship, especially when you have kids. This whole past week, my mental health was not in the best place. I also had a bad week of PMS, going through all that. But after coming out of it, I'm telling myself I have to move on from the past. I can only be responsible for what I went through and how I will behave going forward. And frankly, I'm just too busy to dwell in the past and all the things that have been happening. I'm too busy living the life that I've only been dreaming about, praying for, and have been working my butt off to build. As you guys know, I have retired from working as a pharmacist and now I work as a tattoo artist. The business has been going well, everything has been stable and smooth. And this new life, my second life, gives me the freedom to pursue my passion, do the things I love, and also make time for my family, such as baking sourdough bread from scratch, which is so much more healthy, doesn't use any artificial chemicals. I love this process, it's quite peaceful and healing. After working on more emails, answering direct messages, sending reminders, updates, drawing for my this week's appointments. After those things, I went to get oil change done for my car since we're leaving for the beach in a couple of days. I know adulting is so boring, but I did get to finish my book that I borrowed from the library while waiting for that at the auto shop. So that is one thing checked off from my things to do this week. Yay! Once I got home, I made myself some lunch using vegetables that somebody had grown from their garden and brought to the summer camp that I volunteered at. I have been kind of out of ideas on what I can make for side dishes, so I figured I'll just cook a whole zucchini for my side to my teriyaki salmon. I also made myself an afternoon cup of coffee. I just feel so fancy with these new machines. Usually on my tattoo days, I don't drink coffee since it can make my hand go shaky and I have to do crispy, clean lines. But on my off days, or rather admin day where I work from home, I get to enjoy nice coffee in the afternoon. Like I said from earlier in the video, this week later on, I will be opening up my books to my priority list members. Basically, those are people who have signed up for my email list and they have 48-hour early access to my open books. So everyone on my priority list will be able to submit their flash and custom requests 48 hours before my books open to the public. I'm super excited to make some appointments for this fall and winter. Today have been quite busy just building up the excitement for that and creating a bunch of contents for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I also wanted to show you guys the behind the scene process of the two tattoo appointments I have this week. First, we have Jennifer, who is one of my absolute best clients. She always picks my flash designs, gives me total artistic freedom in terms of body placement, colors, and so on. And her pain tolerance is so good. She always sits so well for me. Today we tattooed my scorpion flash design with geum flowers. Everything turned out so cute. I love the sherbet toned colors that we got to use there. Honestly, this tattoo looks so badass from the back. I love how it turned out. We started Jen's sleeve by tattooing these tiger lilies, which represents her resilience and the peace that she has found. That was the first project we worked on together, and since then she has gained many more colorful tattoos. Like this snake tattoo with mandala, it also represents her love for yoga and resilience, meditation. I also love this peony tattoo, which is really ornamental and has a lot of flow. Just love how Jen's embracing her bold and unapologetic self expression. And I love being a part of her transformation process. Up next, I have Brienne, who is another one of my absolute best clients ever. I know I have so many of amazing clients that tattoo artists normally dream about. Brienne not only drives all the way from South Maryland to see me each time, but also she gives me such fun ideas for her tattoos. We have been reworking on her craft themed leg sleeve for a bit. For our last session, we got to tattoo the hot glue Star Wars AT-AT Walker that is also a needle cushion, seam rippers with the words no regrets. Today we added this heart cross stitch patch on her knee, which fit in that area perfectly. And we also covered up this chocolate icing piece she had on her ankle with an icing flower. Everything had been done by a different artist, and we are going over pretty much everything to fill in the gaps in the background. That's all I have for you guys in this quick admin day / update video. Let me know in the comments which part you enjoyed the most, and see you next time.